Crimson Desert is one of the most ambitious projects we've ever seen in gaming history, and I feel like I have the right, just like y'all, I have the right to feel just a bit skeptical on this release. Like, I don't want to be up here talking about, is it too good to be true? Which, it does sound too good to be true. It actually does, but I don't want to be that guy to just make, rehashes of other videos like that on, the YouTube platform and people talking about Crimson Desert the same way. I just want to know, like, the sheer amount of content that we're about to get and, like, the amount of hours we're about to put into this game. How much is that actually good quality content? How much is that going to be memorable, 10 years down the line? How much of the side quests, the side missions, the mission structure, the characters within the game, all the different dialogue trees, like, us as gamers, like the different dialogue options you had in an old Fallout game, all the different options you had in a New Vegas, in a Skyrim, in a Witcher 3. Is Crimson Desert gonna be that RPG? Because it is an RPG, because they will tell you it's not an RPG. No, Crimson Desert is a open world, big ass RPG. How much content of Crimson Desert will be memorable as the time goes on? What's good, YouTube? It's NoWayJeric, and I'm back with another video. As you can see by the title of the video, we're going to be talking about next week's release of one of the biggest games in gaming history, but one of the biggest games of 2026. Probably going to be one of y'all, like, if y'all watching this video, probably going to be one of y'all's most played game this year, because like I said earlier in the video, this game going to be big as hell. This game going to be 200 to 300 hours long. I'm already knowing, just to complete the main and extra stuff on the story. The sheer, like, size of this game, like, it's gonna be massive. It feels like an MMO. Like, if y'all know what that is, some of y'all might not know what that is, but like a ESO, like an Elder Scrolls Online type game. It feels like an MMO, but in single player, like a single player format. Like, they basically made an MMO, like their Black Desert game, into a single player game. That's what this game's always feel like to me. But before we get into that, hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate all the love and support y'all been showing me. Hey, I wouldn't say I'm excited for Crimson Desert. I'm just wary, I would say. Like, I don't know how good this game's going to be, and I don't want to invest all of my time into, like, a 7 out of 10. Like, I hate to say it, but, like, I just want to know how good this game's going to be from, like, the sheer amount of content it's going to have. But anyways, though, let's get into it. Now, it could be like every other YouTuber on this platform and talk about, is Crimson Desert too good to be true? I know that's been like the main topic about it, but I think, we've seen the game from the preview that a lot of streamers, a lot of content creators went to go play the game, and they share their thoughts. I was looking at a bunch of people's, like, reaction to the game and, like, all their thoughts. And from what I can take from that is that this game, I keep saying it, is enormous. Like, this game is going to be big as hell. I don't know how the hell, a lot of people, including myself, who just works like a 9-to-5 job, has, a social life. How are we going to have time to manage playing other games while playing Crimson Desert on top of that? Like, Crimson Desert is going to be a game that you might buy in March but finish in December. Like, it's going to be just a test of, like, your patience and just, like, how much stuff is going to be in the game. And the question I asked to y'all is, like, do y'all think this game will be like a game of the year contender? Do you think, having this amount of content, this amount of, like, the combat being so, well in depth, the story, they're gonna have 3 playable characters, not just the main guy you see, Griff. Like, how good do y'all think this game could be? And if it is a game of the year contender, will it win over GTA 6? I feel like, apart from Wolverine and GTA 6, is Crimson Desert not the most hyped up release this year? Maybe if COD shows off Modern Warfare 4, which that shit's gonna be ass. But anything else, like, I can't think of any other big release, and it comes out literally next week. Like, we're gonna get our hands on this game next week, and there's already been a bunch of people, like I said, those content creators that went to go play that game, the preview, they already had the game and they've already been playing it. So, like, I'm interested in, like, what the review's gonna look like, if we're gonna see 9s or 10s, or we're gonna see, all-time masterpiece classic. That too, like, if this game is that good, like, that, if this game is a game of the year contender, it has to be a classic, like, stance. Like, there's no way in hell this game isn't gonna be like an all-time classic if it's, like, that good with that much content. Like, we've never ever seen that before in any RPG. Like, we haven't seen that from Witcher, we haven't seen that from Skyrim, we haven't seen that from Fallout New Vegas, like those games, even though they had a lot of content, like they had a lot of content for their time. They had like Witcher 3 being 100 hours back in 2015, like that was the benchmark. Skyrim being 100 hours in 2011, that was the benchmark. New Vegas as well. This game is like triple times the amount, like the size of all those games, and like those games are the well-renowned classic RPGs we got, like the Witcher 3 quest design, the Fallout New Vegas dialogue options and characters, Skyrim, just the open world. Like Crimson Desert looks like a bunch of those games mixed together and combined, and like it's just triple times the size of content. Like it's insane. I'm so glad that we actually got confirmation on this game being real. I was really like skeptical. I keep saying that word, but I was really just like really questioning the validity of like how good this game can be. From the combat, I'm not gonna lie, the combat to me, I don't know about y'all, it looks like the best aspect of the game. They said there's literally skill trees just full of combos for like one specific weapon type. That sounds like this game might have combat, as you can see on the screen, like First Berserker or like Lies of P, where it's just like the combos you can do, or Stellar Blade, Ninja Gaiden, all those crazy action games we got. It sounds like that game is like those games, but like times fucking 10. Like I haven't heard anything much about like the parry and like the defensive mechanics, but offensively, it looks like you can do a ton of different cool stuff. And then I have seen some trouble or some worries from other content creators on like the AI in the game. The AI in the game does look a little bit Ubisoft-ish. Like you can just be fighting somebody, and then the whole group behind that one enemy is just like looking at you, busting their ass, like just beating their ass down. So I hope the AI is good too, because if the game has like really great in-depth combat, I'm gonna want the AI to be like really challenging and difficult. But I don't know, from the previews and from what people were saying, it doesn't look like that. But it could be like they were playing an early build, so it could be like just an early build bug thing. But let me know what y'all think down in the comments, how well y'all think the story can be. I don't know if the story is going to be all-time level. Some RPGs that we really love like had great stories, and it's going to be like hard to beat, like a Witcher 3 Cyberpunk type story, a Mass Effect type story with those characters. Like I don't know if this game, like, y'all hear what I'm saying? I don't know if this game can pull off that many, like, it could check off that many boxes, if that makes sense. Like, combat, story, characters, open world, dialogue trees, all of that. Like, can one game check off all these boxes? And mind you, the company who made this game only made an open world MMO. They've only made one other game besides Crimson Desert, and that was their other game, Black Desert Online, which it is a successful MMO. Like I know that game still has a pretty decent fan base, and like when it's prime, it was like in its peak, it was still popping. But like they haven't made any other game from this. This is like their first single player project, and like I said, it feels like they put all of the assets from Crimson Desert, and I hate to say it like that, but just all of the mechanics they had in Crimson Desert, or not Crimson Desert, Black Desert, into Crimson Desert, and made it like a single player experience. But like it's if this game had co-op, maybe I'd be a little bit more excited and like hyped for it, because I can experience that with a friend or two. But like single player game being 300 hours, like predicted 300 hours long, is kind of crazy. Like I don't know if I really don't think there can be that much great content in a 300-hour game. One of my most hated games of all time is Assassin's Creed Valhalla. That is one of the worst Assassin's Creed games of all time. That game was 100 hours long for no fucking reason. It was the same missions from every area you get, to England, to Norway, and I forgot all the other countries you go to. It was all the same clear to outpost missions, and same Viking battles that you go with your Viking crew or whatever. I forgot how the fucking story works, but that game was literally the same game from hour 1 to hour 100, and literally the story wasn't even that good to keep my attention to keep playing the game. So I'm wondering if Crimson Desert is going to be the same way. I hope not. I hope y'all know I'm not wishing anything ill upon this game coming out. I don't do that. That's weird. I want Crimson Desert to be good. I'm just like, no other game has ever done this before. Like that's what I'm saying. We're talking about this game should be, if it hits on all these boxes, like checks all these boxes, this game should be a classic. It should be a hit. And that's my biggest worry. I don't know if it's going to be a hit. I don't know if hour 50 is going to look different from hour 300 in terms of like the overall quality of the game, if that makes sense. So comment down below y'all's biggest word on Crimson Desert. I feel like the game can come out and be like a solid 7 or 8 and be completely fine. I just won't be touching it. Like, I'm ready for Pragmata. I'm ready for Sorrows. I need to buy Marathon already. I'm not fully sold on the idea of like a 200, 300 hour game. Like, I might, if somebody gets it for me, I'm going to play it and I'll try it out. But like, I'm not going to spend my entire year playing one game, you know, like front to back, doing every single thing. If it doesn't matter. Like, last year I had 130 hours on Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. But in my opinion, I feel like KCD 2 is one of the greatest, like, top 10 RPGs of all time in terms of story, in terms of characters, in terms of the development of Henry, the development of Hans, like, just all the characters. Like, that game, the combat, that game's world was very lively. It was very vibrant. The story was well written with all the twists and turns. Like, that's a game I would put 100 to 200 hours in. Crimson Desert, I'm not totally sold on. So hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. I feel like I've just been going on and on. I haven't even stopped for 10 minutes straight, so my throat getting a little dry. But hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate all the love and support I've been showing me. Comment down below what y'all think of Crimson Desert. Y'all's biggest word of Crimson Desert. And if y'all get it, hey, comment down below if you see this video and you get the game, you know, next week, and you be like, yo, Jeric, this game's actually really fucking good. You should play it. Comment down below. Like, comment down, come back to the video. Sub to the channel. We got more bangers on the way. My last 2 videos y'all would really enjoy. So, anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great day.